I'm going to show you how to complete the computations on the CLD Transition Knowledge and Skill Evaluation Instrument. So you notice that there are 4 different sections on here. We're only going to do the computations for the section A, cultural characteristics related to active family involvement. I've already went through and pretended that I was using this instrument for myself and put the check marks for the evaluation of myself. So here is where you actually do the computations. The first thing that we are going to do is look at the numbers for the knowledge of cultural characteristics related to active family involvement. It says to tally the number of checks for the K items, the gray statements for each column. So we're going to start with the first column. So this strongly disagree column, and I'm going to look for all of the gray, and there are 0 gray checks on this one, and there are only 1 gray checks on this page, so it's 1. We're going to put a 1 in there. The next, we're going to go to the second column right here, only looking at the grays, so there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write a 4 here. Going on to the next column, only looking at the grays, there's 0 and 1. So I write a 1 here. We're going on to this column next. 1, and there's none there, so that's a 1. And then the last column here, 0 grays on this page and 0 on that page, so I have 0. Okay, then the next thing it says is multiply the number in the column. So 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 3 is 3, and 0 times 4 is 0. The next thing is we need to, right here, add the products and enter the sum here. So 1 plus 8 plus 0 plus 3 plus 0 is 12. So I'm going to write 12 right there. Now I need to, the next one is divide the sum by 7 to compute the score for knowledge in this section. So I use my calculator for that. So I will go 12 divided by 7, and that is 1.71. And by doing it like this, we're going to get a score that we can compare each of the knowledge scores to each other in each of the sections, and same thing for the skills. So now we need to go on to the skills. So again, we're going to start with the first column, and then these are the white statements. So tally the number of checks for items, white statements for each column. Okay, there is none in the first column. We have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. We're going to go on to the next column for the white. 1, and that's all, just 1. In the next column, 1, 2. And then this column, 0 and 0. And then finally the last column for white, 0 and 0. We're going to do the same process, 3 times 1, 3, 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 0, 0, 0 times 3, 0, 0 times 4, 0. And then we need to add them. 3 plus 2 is 5. And now we need to do the last part here, which is 5 divided by 7. And that is 0.71. All right. So now let's remember those. We have the 1.71 and then the 0.71 for the skills. And I'm going to go all the way to the back here. And here in this section, I've got A, which is the cultural characteristics related to active family involvement. The knowledge skill was a 1.71, and the skills score was a 0.71. And then I will repeat this process for B, C, and D. And once I have that done, I will be able to look at the knowledge and skill scores and determine which areas I am stronger in and which areas I am the weakest in. And these scores for the knowledge and skills will range from, the potential range is from 0 to 4, with 4 indicating the highest level of either knowledge or skill. So we can tell from here that I have more knowledge than I have skills in cultural characteristics related to active family involvement. Once I have finished computing and recording these scores here, then I can come up with goal areas down here based on the numbers that I have up there.